fall of Weishaupt reverberated across the Fade, as did the fall of an archdemon. But unless I am mistaken, both Elganan and Ghili'nain yet stand.
We took down Ghili'nain's archdemon, but we weren't able to kill her.
And how are you doing?
Honestly, what happened at Weishaupt hit me hard. Honestly, Weishaupt shook me. I watched a lot of Wardens die while Ghili'nain didn't. How'd you think I'm doing?
You saw Treviso blighted. What makes Weishaupt harder to bear? You saw the Venatori seize control of Minrathous. What makes Weishaupt harder to bear?
It adds up. Demeter's Crossing, the attacks on Minrathous and Treviso. Every time it's been worse. More terrible magic, more good people killed. And it's only gonna get worse until I find a way to stop them. This time, I was in charge. The Grey Wardens listened to my plan. My team followed orders. Everyone was depending on me. But we couldn't kill Ghili'nain. Weishaupt fell because I failed. Treviso got blighted because I was busy driving off the blighted dragon in Minrathous. I couldn't be in two places at once. But at Weishaupt, we got there in time. The archdemon was down. I had a dragon hunter, a mage-killing assassin, and the Grey Wardens. And even then, we couldn't kill Ghili'nain.
Rook. I led a rebellion against Elganan for 100 of your lifetimes. I have been where you now stand. Do you know how many times I had to order my rebels to retreat when we were outmatched in raw power? You rendered Ghili'nain mortal and escaped with your lives. The sting of wishing you had done more will push you to improve. But Weishaupt was a victory, and your team will see your passion, even if you must conceal the extent of your own pain. How are your companions, after what happened?
Right now, I'm more concerned with how the team is doing.
I expect their morale is shaken after what happened.
I came to you to figure out our next steps. I don't need a shoulder to cry on.
Of course. As a leader, you are wise to put away concerns and show only confidence to your team. And your adversaries. At least you still have Varric to talk to. What of your companions? How have they handled the events at Weishaupt?
What happened at Weishaupt left a lot of them rattled.
That is to be expected. They faced Ghili'nain in the flesh. Properly focused, their fear will spur them to fight harder, to be ready next time.
They have what it takes to stop the gods. I just need to get them to believe it.
Indeed. They must know beyond any doubt that you believe in them.
They've spent a lot of time yelling at each other. Or me.
Not the worst outcome, all things considered. Properly focused, that anger can forge your team into a weapon keen enough to cut through any obstacle. You cannot stand against Elganan and Ghili'nain with logic. Those motivated by greed or self-interest will change alliances, but those who serve you with passion and loyalty will follow wherever you lead, even to their deaths if necessary.
I won't order anyone to their death.
If you gain their loyalty, you will not need to order them. They will volunteer.
Solas, no.
A cause like yours is larger than any one person. It is even larger than your own wishes. Your team will not thank you for sparing them if the world falls to the Blight. But perhaps it will not come to that. For now, you have a team to rebuild.
I knew I might have to make a call like that when Varric put me in charge.
A good leader never makes such a decision lightly. But when the time comes, it is better to be prepared. And perhaps it will not come to that. The stronger your team, the more chances you will have to avoid such a decision.
I'm not planning to order anyone to their deaths.
If you gain their loyalty, they will need no orders. They will volunteer.
I can't build these people up knowing I might have to send them to their deaths. There's always another option.
Perhaps you are right. Building your team is the best way to minimize the chance of such an order becoming necessary.
I'll keep that in mind. Do you have any suggestions on our next move against the gods?
If you oppose Ghili'nain and Ghili'nain's minions, you will get your opportunity.
You think one of the Antam or Venatori commanders will help us find the gods?
Possibly. But more importantly, you will aggravate them. You rendered Ghili'nain mortal at Weishaupt. It is an embarrassment, an insult, neither she nor Ghili'nain can ignore. If you continue to disrupt their plans, you will not need to track them down. They will come to you.
I'll be ready. You think I can goad the gods into making a mistake?
I have absolute faith in your ability to aggravate enemies who should know better than to underestimate you.
And then we get some payback for Weishaupt.
As long as you are ready when the opportunity comes. One final warning. You have survived a confrontation with Ghili'nain, which few still live to claim. But her power pales in comparison to Ghili'nain's. If he takes the field himself, remember, in a fight such as ours, escaping to fight another day is a victory.